This is becoming a familiar cycle. President-elect Trump tends to tweet out ideas that coincide with unflattering news stories about him. And our WBZ political analyst, Jon Keller, is here to discuss this tonight. And we've been saying, John, there are sort of two trains of thought here, that either he is just impetuous and flies off the handle, or this is carefully orchestrated, and there's a whole direction behind these well-timed tweets. What do you think?
Well, look, sometimes Donald Trump acts in a knee-jerk fashion. But remember, his expert manipulation of the media was a hallmark of his campaign, and it followed this same pattern. Look at this. Here's a tweet Trump posted within hours of his loss to Ted Cruz in the Iowa caucuses back in February. Cruz didn't win Iowa, he stole it. That's why all the polls were so wrong and why he got far more votes than anticipated. Bad. Well, that baseless charge of a rigged vote dominated the post-Iowa news cycle, kept Cruz on the defensive, and energized local Trump supporters, helping him win big in New Hampshire. And then there was this tweet after an actor in Hamilton addressed the vice president-elect from the stage. Quote, "The theater must always be a safe and special place. The cast of Hamilton was very rude last night to a very good man, Mike Pence. Apologize." Or, as Alec Baldwin would say on Saturday Night Live, apologize. Well, the uproar over that conveniently overshadowed coverage of that $25 million settlement in the fraud case against Trump University. So there you have it, two prime examples of bad news looming. Brush it aside by creating other news.
So what you see here is a really conscious effort to say, look over here, shiny, bright thing, when the media wants to cover some other story.
I really think it is. I mean, think back to the time he planted the rumor that Princess Diana and Prince Charles were going to take a condo in Trump Tower. Not true, but it sure helped with sales. And these tweets consistently have that same effect. Here's one more quick example from early this morning, when Trump reacted to TV coverage of an anti-Trump flag-burning protest at Hampshire College by tweeting nobody should be allowed to burn the American flag. If they do, there must be consequences, perhaps loss of citizenship or a year in jail. Well, that took the spotlight off an extensive Sunday New York Times piece on the massive potential conflicts posed by Trump's business interests around the world, a topic Democrats have pounced on. They wish it were front and center. He helped move it off to the side there, Paula.
And of course, he gives his followers, his supporters, more information that he's with them. He's not going to say the traditional political thing.
And, you know, he's hip to the fact that he can reach millions of people without editing, without having to go through the media filter. He's taking full advantage of it.
More to come. All right, Jon Keller, thanks so much.